Imagine for a moment that you have just taken your final breath. Your body lies still, but something within you begins to stir a consciousness that cannot be contained by flesh or bone. What happens next? Does the journey end, or is this merely the first step into a far greater reality? Today, we will explore that journey, the soul's first steps after death, the astral realms it enters, and the beings it meets along the way. By the end of this video, you will gain insight into life beyond this world, and perhaps even a new perspective on the life you are living now. As your soul separates from your physical body, many traditions describe a sense of weightlessness, a release from all earthly limitations. Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah, in The Soul's Journey After Death, explains that the soul immediately experiences the consequences of its earthly actions. The righteous feel a comforting warmth, almost like a light that fills every corner of their being. Those burdened by regret or guilt may experience confusion, tension, or a lingering heaviness. The first question arises naturally. If our actions shape this initial journey, how differently would we live our lives, knowing the consequences are immediate and conscious? Once the soul begins to move, it enters the astral realm, a dimension existing alongside our physical world, yet governed by entirely different laws. Annie Besant describes this realm as a place of shifting light, where colors are more vivid than any earthly rainbow, and where sounds resonate with meaning rather than mere vibration. Time flows differently here. Moments can stretch into what feels like eternity, or collapse so swiftly they seem instantaneous. Souls traverse vast distances with thought alone, and the environment itself responds to emotional states. If joy is your guide, the astral landscape opens into expansive fields of golden light. If fear dominates, the surroundings may feel dense, heavy, or shadowed. One must ask, how much of our current reality is shaped by unseen energies, emotions, and thoughts that we fail to recognize? Soon, the soul may encounter others, those who have journeyed before it, or share a connection that transcends lifetimes. Family members who have passed on may appear first, often in a form familiar and comforting. Some may be wise, some playful, some offering silent reassurance. Dr. Michael Newton, in Destiny of Souls, recounts case studies of individuals under hypnosis describing reunions with parents, siblings, or children who have passed. These encounters are not merely comforting, they are instructive. They reflect bonds formed across lifetimes, lessons learned, and unfinished emotional threads that still influence the living. What would it mean to meet your departed loved ones and understand their journeys alongside yours? Beyond family, the soul often meets guides or mentors, beings of wisdom, whose purpose is to assist in navigation through the astral planes. These guides may appear in forms that are human-like, radiant, or entirely abstract, depending on what the soul can comprehend. They help the newly departed reflect upon the life just ended, understanding both triumphs and missteps. They answer questions that may have haunted the individual for years, and sometimes they prepare the soul for future incarnations. How might our understanding of life change if we knew that guidance was always available, even after death? A significant part of the post-death experience is the life review. This process, described extensively by Dr. Newton, involves reliving critical moments of one's life, not merely as a spectator, but as a participant in the emotional and ethical consequences of one's actions. The soul experiences the joy it has caused others, the pain it has inflicted, and the ripple effects that may extend far beyond immediate perception. This reflection is not meant to punish. It is meant to teach, to illuminate, and to provide clarity. Imagine living your life knowing that every choice, every word, and every act of kindness or harm would be examined from the perspective of those impacted. How differently would you act today? Souls often encounter other spirits within their soul group, a collection of souls with whom they share karmic ties, past life experiences, and mutual growth objectives. These groups offer support, perspective, and companionship. They help the soul integrate lessons from the life just completed and prepare for the next incarnation. Through interaction with these groups, souls come to understand collective patterns, emotional tendencies, and shared missions across multiple lifetimes. The question arises, if our lives are so interconnected beyond what we perceive, how might this awareness transform the way we relate to others here on Earth? As the soul moves further into the astral realm, it experiences environments shaped by its inner consciousness. Forests of light, rivers of color, crystalline cities, and skies that shimmer with emotion are common descriptions. Each environment reflects inner states, moral growth, and unresolved questions. Souls may traverse these landscapes alone or in the company of others, sometimes guided by teachers from higher planes who offer profound insights into spiritual truths, cosmic laws, and the nature of existence itself. Could it be that the beauty and terror we perceive in life are mirrored in a higher reality where thought and emotion shape the very world around us? Eventually, the soul prepares for transition, either ascending to higher planes of consciousness or reincarnating in the physical world. The decision is often influenced by lessons learned, emotional balance achieved, and spiritual guidance received. Some souls choose to rest in serene realms, enjoying the rewards of their growth, while others feel the call to continue learning through new lifetimes. This cyclical process ensures continuous evolution as the soul accumulates wisdom, empathy, and understanding over countless existences. What would it mean for you to consider life not as a final destination, but as a chapter in an eternal journey? The astral realm also contains places of learning and refinement, often described as schools, temples, or councils of spiritual teachers. Here souls study, reflect, and prepare for future missions. They may revisit life lessons that were incomplete, resolve conflicts with other souls, and understand the deeper purposes of challenges they faced. According to Newton, these educational encounters can span what feels like centuries, though in the astral plane, time is flexible. Could the hardships we face in life be rehearsals for deeper understanding in realms we rarely contemplate? The beings met along this journey, family, guides, teachers, and fellow souls play roles that are as varied as they are essential. Family members provide emotional support and continuity. Guides offer wisdom and direction. Teachers and counsels impart knowledge, helping souls grasp the universal patterns that govern existence. Fellow souls provide companionship, reflection, and shared growth. The question then is, how much of our spiritual development is shaped by interactions beyond what we see with the physical eye? One recurring theme in accounts of the afterlife is the role of choice. Souls may encounter crossroads where they decide whether to ascend, reincarnate, or remain in reflective states to continue learning. Even in the astral realm, free will persists. Guidance is offered, but the decision remains the soul's own. This suggests a profound truth. Learning, growth, and moral understanding are not imposed, they are chosen. How might embracing free will in spiritual development influence our approach to life and ethics on Earth? Life review, interactions with soul groups, guidance from mentors, and encounters with higher realms all converge to prepare the soul for the next stage. Reincarnation is often portrayed as a vehicle for continuing lessons, addressing unresolved karma and refining consciousness. Those who ascend may enter planes of extraordinary luminosity, where thought manifests instantly, understanding is immediate, and unity with cosmic consciousness is experienced. What if our current challenges are but preparation for such vast, transformative experiences? Understanding the soul's journey after death challenges many assumptions about reality, mortality, and the purpose of life. Every encounter, every review, every choice offers a mirror for self-reflection. Souls gain insight not only into their past lives, but into the nature of existence itself, the interconnection of all beings, and the meaning of love, compassion, and wisdom. If death is not an end, but a continuation, how might this perspective alter the way we live, relate, and choose each day? By exploring texts like Destiny of Souls, Life Between Lives, and Annie Besant's accounts of astral realities, a consistent pattern emerges. The afterlife is neither random nor chaotic. It is purposeful, responsive, and structured to facilitate growth. Encounters with family and guides, the experience of life reviews, and the interaction with soul groups are all designed to deepen understanding. Could this intricate orchestration imply that existence itself is designed for learning and evolution, far beyond the limitations of our physical perception? And so, the first step after death is both a departure and an initiation. It is a movement from the familiar to the extraordinary, from the tangible to the luminous. Every detail, the light, the landscapes, the beings, the guidance, the reflection serves to teach, prepare, and transform. It is a journey that mirrors life itself, filled with questions, challenges, learning, and opportunities for growth. Are we ready to embrace the mystery and live in a way that honors the lessons our souls will inevitably face? This is the invitation of the afterlife. To understand that our existence does not end with the body. To recognize the enduring connections with those we love. To seek guidance from higher wisdom, and to continually evolve. What we do now, how we treat others, how we nurture understanding and empathy, all shapes not only our lives, but the first step our souls will take beyond this world.